Hey guys, it is time for the Midweek Lift, and this week we are in Matthew chapter 7. We've done Matthew 5, Matthew 6, Matthew 7, which all are from the Sermon on the Mount. And Matthew 7, you want to read Jesus, you want to know Jesus, just read the Sermon on the Mount. He gives so much. Just an intense level of information and teaching coming from Jesus here. And it starts out, I think the verse that's most used against Christians right here in chapter 7, verse 1, do not judge or you too will be judged. For in the same way you judge others, you will be judged. And with the measure you use, it will be measured to you. Why do you look at the speck of sawdust in your brother's eye and pay no attention to the plank in your own eye? How can you say to your brother, let me take the speck out of your eye when all the time there's a plank in your own eye? You hypocrite. First take the plank out of your own eye, then you will see clearly to remove the speck from your brother's eye. So often this is used against Christians. When we say something is wrong, we're told, well, you're being judgmental. You're judging. Aren't you supposed not to judge? And the truth is, that's not what Jesus was talking about at all. It's not judgmental to call sin, sin. When somebody is stealing and to say stealing is wrong, that's not judgmental. God established that standard. Being judgmental, what Jesus is talking about here, is judging against our own standard. Well, I'm not as bad as you. You did this, so I'm good. When we make ourselves look good because we say, you've got a plank in your eye, so I'm good. Well, listen, I probably have a plank in my eye. Judging is something where we try and establish our own righteousness. But God has established righteousness. God has set a standard. And God has said, these things are right and these things are wrong and these things are better and these things are worse. And it's not judgmental to understand and proclaim that and speak that truth. Now, judgmental is when you try and attack the attitudes of somebody's heart. You try and say, you should be like me. I'm so good. My heart's so pure. My heart's so wonderful. I would never do those things. Jesus would have us to approach the throne of God humbly, saying, God, I know I'm a sinner. Help my sin and my reconciliation and the grace you've given me motivate me to help others. We talked about this last week, David in Psalm 51, when he said, I recognize my sin. If you will give me grace, I will be the ultimate agent for teaching others why this sin hurt me and why it would hurt them. See, it's not hypocritical when you go to somebody and say, I know what that's like because I've done it. I've been there. I've sinned. I am broken. I am a sinner. And this is the hurt and the damage that it caused. And I want better for you. So maybe, just maybe, we can be a people that humbly and lovingly speak the truth. If we do that, we won't fall into the arrogant trap of the judgmental nature that Jesus is talking about here. Just something to chew on and think about this week. I hope you have a great week, and I hope this is encouraging to you.